Can you say going green very quickly, very quickly, very quickly? Had some technology issues. We had a really bad rainstorm today, so my actual internet is out. So I'm streaming this from my iPad. Thank God for good cell connection and good service there. So I can still go live and do my live thing. And I'm actually only 1 minute late from going live on Wednesday night. So welcome. So what I'm going to do, what my plan was for tonight's webinar was I was going to show you how to take a branded custom URL and basically forward it to your affiliate URL to mask that affiliate URL and brand yourself. So if you're sending somebody to an affiliate page, to affiliate landing page, a lead capture page, you can simply send them to your domain like forrestknight.com. They'd go there, they click on it, and it's your landing page branded to you. So unfortunately, because my PC and I can't do a screen share, I can't do a split screen here on my iPad with this, I'm sort of bummed out. So absolutely okay. So we're going to talk about 4 simple steps to earning income online. And these, and I'm not saying just to be very, very, very clear here. I didn't say anything about being easy. Fix the straps on your hat. I knew you were going to say something about my hat. I knew that was going to irritate somebody, and it was my wife. I just had to wait to see if somebody was going to say something. Is that better? I know she heard me. So I keep looking up here because this actual iPad, don't be surprised I'm down here trying to work on my mouse, trying to get stuff going here. So anyway, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Forrest Knight. I'm a social media marketing strategist. I love helping people win and succeed online, specifically making money online. My entire business that I have right now is, I'm just going to say it's all online because the few friends and customers that I have offline, the percentage is so small it doesn't really even matter at this point. I mean, I'm not saying my customers don't matter. I'm just saying that the majority of my customers come from online. And it's like 99.94% of them actually come from online, from using these 4 simple steps. So for starters, for those of you that are on here going, okay, what's 4 simple? Now I'm going to say this again. I didn't say easy. I said simple. There's no easy in this. There's no get rich quick deal. There's no, oh, I'm just going to reach out to 10 of my friends. They're all going to sign up.
For whatever reason, your words are not matching your lips. Okay. So it looks like you're on a movie, one of those movies that we don't like to watch.
Okay. Looks like you're talking. I don't know. I mean, I think I'm all hooked up. It might just be a delay.
It's like way off.
Maybe turn off. Let me try this. Hold on a second. My Wi-Fi is all down. And you probably can hear me in here, babe. Is why it sounds weird. I know I'm talking. I can hear that. Let me check my deal here because I think my wife's just being weird. Hey, Carrie. Let's see what we got going on here, just to make sure that see if there's a delay, or if she's just hearing me talk down the hallway, and there's a slight delay by the time that gets to her iPad, which is a possibility. We had a storm and our internet went down. I'm going to get right to the point here as soon as.
It's just off. Like you can say something and then your lips catch up with you later.
iPad, which is a possibility. We had a storm and our internet went down. I'm going to get right to the point here. I'm fine on my phone.
It's weird.
I think you're hearing me down the hall. I think you're hearing me talking here and watching my lips in there. So anyway, so now that we've got that all, I keep looking up at that camera. It's this camera right here, this one right here. I got to look at that camera. So 4 simple steps. Now I said it, I didn't say it was easy because it's not easy. You have to show up every day. You have to reach out to a lot of people every day. There's a system in place. You have to plan out your day. You have to realize realistic expectations, right? Realistic expectations, like a Charles Dickens book, right? You have got to reach out to people. You've got to reach out to a lot of people because here's the reality in that is the script that I have is very, very cool. And the cool thing about it is I've sort of got a mastermind accountability group, and we've taken that script and we've tweaked it to the point where it's just fire. Matter of fact, one of our accountability partners said she woke up this morning and had 50 people responded to the script from the message you sent out. Now, if she's going to have 50 people that respond, guess how many people she had to send messages to? A lot, right? So in the easy part, there is no easy. It's going to take a lot of work. You've got to knock on a lot of doors. You got to put a lot of messages of hope in a lot of inboxes, right? So that's definitely something you have to do. In all reality, our goal as online marketers, our goal as a network marketer, our goal as anything else, of course, we want to make money and we want to make an impact and we want to change lives. But before we ever even get to that point, our first number one job is to knock on somebody's door, put a message of hope in their inbox, and ask them if they're open to take a look at our product, service, or opportunity. That's our first deal. So that's with your script. So the very first thing that you need to do in creating an online business and I don't even like to say business. We'll just say an online system to create income. Because when you throw business out there, people get all weird. Like, I need an LLC and I need a brick and mortar, and your brain goes all off in wackadoodle, right? So let's keep it really simple. There's just an online system to make money. Fair enough. A few simple steps that you can use that will generate you income online if you're consistent. You got to show up every day. You got to show up every day. You got to show up every day. You've got to realize that not everybody's going to be interested in what you have just because you think it's the greatest thing since peanut butter and jelly and raspberry preserves. They're not going to like that. You know, some people don't really like peanut butter. Like my wife doesn't like peanut butter, and I know she's something wrong with that, but I actually love peanut butter and raspberry preserves on honey wheat bread. That's my favorite. So if you guys ever decide to give me something for my birthday, I won't be mad at peanut butter and raspberry preserves and honey wheat bread. So reaching out to people. So the very first part of the first step one, you got to do this consistent. You got to do it a lot, right? We've amped some of the people that I'm coaching, like when they see the numbers that we're putting out, the number of people walking on doors. And the reason we're doing this is because one is we realize some people are going to look at the message. They're going to look at the message and say, that's interesting. I don't have time for that right now. Some people are going to look at the message and go, it's a scam. I'm not going to look at it. Some people are going to look at the message and say, nah, not interested. Some people are going to look at the message and say, I wonder what this is about. They're going to reply back and say, yeah, what you got? So the biggest mistake that we, as new online marketers, we ask them if they're open to taking a look to see if they're interested. That's it. We're not asking them to buy anything. We're not asking them to be customers. We're simply asking them to take a look at our product, service, or opportunity, just like a commercial. Commercials don't get mad when 10,000 eyeballs watch the commercial and nobody buys their stuff. They change the commercial and come up with a better ad to get people to show up at their front door, right? So that's the whole point of advertising, whole nother training. But when you're reaching out to people's inbox, so the person says, yes, I want to look at your stuff. Step one, you reached out. Step one, you reached out. Somebody's mad. Who's mad at me? Who hit the mad button? You're gonna be kicked off the island for throwing in the mad face. So step one, reach out. Step one, reach out. Step one, reach out. Put message of hope in the inbox. Put message of hope in the inbox. Put message of hope in the inbox. Step two, when they reply back and say they want more information, is to get them to a presentation of some type, right? Get them to a presentation, whether it's a live presentation, a Zoom presentation, recorded presentation. Get some information in front of them. That's step two. Step two is to get the information in front of them. Right? I said it's simple. Simple is send out the script. Step two, and when they reply back and say they want information, you send them the information. Step three, now watch this is a step that's like people just crash and burn on this step. Follow up and ask this question. What did you like most about what you saw in the information that was presented? Something like that. Don't ask them about a link. Don't say what you like about the link, because that's not what you're asking. You're asking them, what did you like most about what you saw in the information that was presented? And wait for their answer. They may have questions. They may say, well, I didn't understand this. You got to write down the notes and say, so I understand. You have questions here or there. What's going on with that? In the terms of following up and answering questions follow-up is very important. If you're going to use this 4-step system, right? If you're going to use this 4-step system, and you're skipping step number 3, the follow-up, the first 2 steps aren't going to do you any good. You're completely just wasting your time. So don't even get started if you're not going to follow up. What's going to happen, and what we've discovered in our prospecting group, our accountability group, is when we start doing big numbers, especially when we do like a 7-day prospecting blitz. Speaking of which, we've got one coming up on August 3rd. That's absolutely awesome. If you'd like to participate in that, shoot me a private message. I'll get you the link so you can get registered for it. It's going to be absolutely off the chain. It's a 7-day prospecting blitz. You definitely want to be there. I think there's right now about 2,000 people that are going to come play with us. So I highly recommend, if you want to come play, let me know and I'll get you the link for that. You definitely want to sign up. So number 3 is follow-up. What did you like most about what you saw in the presentation? So once you get to those, once you get past those 3 pivotal spark, those 3 parts, what did you like? You send out the message, you send out the link because they want it. Now, we never send a link to somebody who doesn't ask for it. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's your favorite Michael Jordan video or whatever. You never send a link to somebody. Don't spam their inbox with all this, hey, share this to all your friends, because don't do that. Don't do that crap. It's creepy. It's weird. It's spammy. And it's not going to work out for you. So very, very important that you do not spam your links. So first of all, you have your prospecting script. You're going to reach out to somebody and ask them if they're opening product, service, or opportunity. Number 2, when they say yes, and only when they say yes, not anything else, you send them the link. If they, and we're not going to get into handling objections, but when they say yes, you send them the link. They're going to watch the presentation, whether it's a live presentation or not, and we talk about the training and how to set the follow-ups and all that schedule. So step number 3 is to follow up with them and say, what did you like most about what you saw in the information that was presented? And they're going to say blah, 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 blah. And you're going to answer those questions. And if you're brand new, you can get somebody to come in with you. Maybe you've got a team lead to somebody that's more experienced than you. So you say, hey, team lead, I had so-and-so watch the presentation this evening. Can you come hang out with me for a few minutes? And of course, you go and you edify that team lead and you get them on the phone and you sit there and you be quiet while the team lead goes through the closing process. Step 4 is the coolest part of the entire deal. Is you get started, right? And then you share this again and again and again and again and again and again and again. So step 4 is to basically take the first 3 steps and teach a new person how to do those 3 steps. Reach out with a script. Step 2, share the link. Step 3, follow up, find out where they're going to get enrolled at. The person's going to get enrolled. They put them in the system, and they share the script, share the link, do the same thing, wash, rinse, and repeat, wash, rinse, and repeat. And that's it. 4 simple steps. That's all there is. The hard part about it is you've got to be consistent. You've got to be resilient. You've got to show up over and over and over and over and over and realize, this is very important. I'm going to lean into camera in this one a little bit. And realize that just because someone says they're interested doesn't mean they're interested in getting started right now. And that's okay. That's absolutely okay. They don't start right now. If somebody goes through, and we're going to go into a little bit of the closing here. So somebody says they're interested. They say, yeah, I'm really interested. You go through, you find out what they like most, and they say, well, I really like the income part. And you say, great. That's good to hear. Based on what you said in a little conversation, maybe they want to earn an extra $400 a month. Based on what you said, earn an extra $400 a month. There's this package, and this package. And I always like to say the package I want them to close with. Based on what you told me, package C is probably right where you want to get started. However, and I wouldn't say however, package C is probably where you want to get started. Which one of those packages do you feel comfortable with getting started with today? That's a closing line. And just shut up and wait. You're closing them. Now, if you can do that, that's fine. If you have somebody that's a team leader that can come in and do that close, that's fine. But if you want to do that, you can say that, oh, great, yeah, I want to make some extra money. And you ask them how much money they want to make, $300 or $400, $500, $600 a month, or whatever their number is, right? Absolutely. If they say something that's totally outlandish, maybe it's like, yeah, I want to make 10 grand a month. Okay, reality check, you're not going to do that this month. Let's see how much money we can make here in the next couple of weeks and see if we can get you to $400 first. So you get them to the $400 point, and then $800, then $1,000, and so on and so forth, right? You work your way up to that. So what happens is you ask them how they want to get started. Of course, they get enrolled. and you go on from there and you close them on what package you want to move them into. And then of course you get them the same script and they go out and pick out their list, and that's a whole nother training of where to find people on the interwebs. People are like, where do I find people? I don't know, there's like 290 billion people on Facebook. Probably start there would be a good start. So this is Forrest out in St. Louis. If you got some value, share your takeaway. Appreciate you for swinging by and checking it out. I wish it had the fun stuff up behind me, but you had to deal with a funky green screen. Whoever put the angry face up there, I'm gonna come and hunt you down, and I'm gonna stalk you on your timeline. I'm just kidding. Truly appreciate you for swinging by. I love you. Jesus loves you. There's absolutely nothing you can do about it. I'm on a mission to have no more empty refrigerators. Go out and make an extreme impact and create some legacies. We'll see you later. Bye-bye. Oh, I'm trying to use the mouse down here. I got to touch the screen with my finger.